I understand that you or your wife has made an entry clearance application and it's been refused. Do you want to tell me the reasons why, or the reasons that have been set out in the notice of refusal, please?
Sure. So I'm a British citizen. My wife's an American national. She made an application for entry clearance under the spousal route to come and join me here in the UK and settle on a permanent basis, but unfortunately she was refused for financial reasons. The refusal notice says that my earnings didn't meet the threshold required under Appendix FM of the rules. I wanted to know how to go about challenging that, because I think that I did supply the correct documents.
Okay, you're absolutely right. The financial requirements that are to be met are set out at Part 8, Appendix FM 1.7 of the rules. The baseline is, I understand from your point of view, that you are employed with a company. What you, as the sponsor, your wife is the applicant and you are the sponsor, has to prove is that you're earning a gross salary of £18,600 per annum. Number two, that you've been in your job for at least 6 months or more. The documents that you need to show as the sponsor in order to prove that your earnings are £18,600 per annum and therefore satisfying the requirement would be, for example, your P60 for the last financial year, which will prove and corroborate that you truly have been earning 18,600 gross. Now do remember that this 18,600 is for a couple that don't have any children. If you do have children, then the requirement is higher, but I won't rehearse that here today because that's not relevant to your scenario. You will also need to submit 6 months pay slips. These need to be original. In fact, all the documents that you are submitting need to be original. You will need to submit 6 months bank statements. If these are online bank statements, you need to print them off and have them verified and stamped by the bank, otherwise they will not be accepted. It has to be the bank account where your salary is being paid in, so that you can cross-refer. In fact, it's actually probably good practice to highlight where your salary is coming in, so your name of employer and your salary each month. You will also need to submit your employment contract, if you've got it. If you haven't got it, then a letter, an original letter from the employer setting out the start date and the fact that you're still employed would be very desirable, and that's quite important. The other thing that's actually good practice to include is an expenses and income and expenditure spreadsheet setting out what your income is and what your monthly expenses are. So your expenses would be whatever direct debits, etc., that you have going out, and that also shows a disposable income that is left for you. The main criteria for the financial requirements is that the government and Home Office can be satisfied that you and your partner, your wife, who will eventually settle in the UK, providing all the rules are met, is not going to be a burden on the public purse.